That's incredibly impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. But unfortunately for MOV, his run ends here in 2017, and Moke is going to move on. Now, the two players who lost in the winner's side have been moved down to the loser side.
Exactly.
And so the two players we just saw win and on loser side are going to be competing against them.
And if you didn't understand that, we have a handy-dandy bracket here for you. Although James had a lovely, lovely explanation. Of course, that means, like he said, Tokido beat Champ, so that means he moves on to play Nuckle Do. Of course, Moke beat MOV. He moves on to play Itabashi, Zay, Jeep. So that's our losers bracket here. Winners finals is set. As you can see, Punk versus Kazunoko. We are now into the top 5 here of Evolution.
And it's interesting because Moke, he's only been able to fight his countrymen so far. Everybody else has had a U.S. versus Japan. You see U.S. versus Japan all over the place. But Moke has had to fight and eliminate MOV, and now he has to go up against Itazan.
And I'm sure nobody wants to play Itabashi. That man is a dangerous opponent in so many ways, but that is, of course, another loser bracket match. So, loser of those matches will go home in 5th place in the bracket.
Right, tied for 5th.
Tied for 5th. Not a bad showing, but you always want to make more. Maybe making top 8 at EVO is a great feeling.
Yeah.
But you got to get the W, right? That's what really matters.
Absolutely.
And, the worst possible feeling, if you're a guy like Nuckle Do who makes top 8 winner side, losing in winners, losing in losers, and getting 5th place, it's a horrendous feeling.
When you get into the winner's side and you have this, net, you have the safety net. I can lose one game and keep going. But then when you get there on winner's side, you're so happy. But when you then go and lose 2 in a row to go straight out of the tournament, it is a terrible feeling. It is definitely a terrible feeling. Are we really doing the wave in here?
The wave is happening. I don't know what year it is, James, but they're about it here at EVO. I mean, fighting game fans, there's a rhythm to combos, so they have some kind of rhythm in their bodies to get the wave done, but I was a little worried, yeah. I mean, if you look at my palette, you'll know that I have no rhythm in any bone in my body, but that's just what we're born with, right? What can we do?
Well, we are here at Evolution 2017, of course, top 8 action going on. Some of the best players in the world, and look, this year had so many killers, and you're not seeing them here in top 8 because they all got eliminated beforehand, but there are so many powerful names that didn't make it this far, and just because they're not here at top 8 doesn't mean we should discount them. Definitely, it's almost like shout-outs to our fallen heroes, during the course of this event.
Pour one out for all those people, all those EVO champions from past who haven't made it, all those incredible competitors, the people who have the most CPT points. So many people are not here in this bracket. They've already been defeated this weekend, but these two are still living in the losers bracket. 2 of the finest to ever do it. An incredible young gun, and somebody who you said, has been competing at EVO probably since Nuckle Do was, before he went to kindergarten.
Right?
That's actually probably factual.
Yeah, I don't think that's an exaggeration at all.
What was the first EVO he went to? You said 2002?
2002, and I believe he was at B5 as well, which was even before Evolution. So that was in 2001. I believe Tokido was there.
Nuckle Do, of course, probably 4 or 5 years old when Tokido was here competing. Incredibly young competitor. And it is new versus old. That is the matchup we have here. Will likely be Guile versus Akuma. And Akuma's got to crawl his way in. That's going to be sort of this matchup, right? He's got to move, he's got to try to fight and make space happen. And when he gets that offense, he's got to capitalize.
He is indeed going to go with Guile. So we haven't seen Armika just yet from him, but I do think that this is the proper pick. Guile with the EX flash kick has better wake-up options to at least make Tokido think about putting some of those media attacks in there.
Right.
And then also if he comes in with an air fireball, he does have a projectile invincible version of the flash kick.
Yeah, flash kick goes through projectiles. So it's one of those things where, air fireball is great against so many anti-airs, but not particularly Guile's. The only way to really bait it out is to jump an air EX fireball, which costs 1 of your meters, a resource that's very valuable. So yeah, Nuckle Do has been good in this matchup. Tokido has lost to many Guile players before in this exact matchup, and it's for this reason you're seeing, right? The screen control from Guile, incredible against Akuma. He doesn't have good ways to make it in.
God, he has just walked into so many attacks, and he's already down over half his life.
Yeah, that red fireball from Akuma, good for blowing through those sonic booms, but it doesn't get the job done indefinitely, right? Akuma is going to have to approach sooner or later.
You can see Tokido trying to whip punish something, unable to get it. Wow, NuckleDude trading with that crouching heavy punch. That is a trade he will take any day of the week.
Yeah, you can see how comfortable he is in this match. If it stays in neutral, then he is going to take the set, right? That's just how this goes. If Akuma can find the hits, the offense, that's when he has the best chance.
Oh my God, the patience for NuckleDude. But that's the thing. You will oftentimes take that throw instead of trying to throw back. Because you saw after he got thrown, he got pushed pretty far away, and there's really not much Tokido or Akuma can actually do to take advantage of that.
Exactly. So, and that's a smart choice, right? That is smart defense, knowing stuff like that, as NuckleDude does. And you can see he's really matching the fireballs blow to blow here. This is where it works out. You saw Guile control the last round the entire time, but if Akuma can find his way in, get that offense, go slippery.
Ooh, wow, a wake-up EX Demon Flip is going to get the knockdown, and now Tokido trying to chase him down. You see NuckleDude, but there's the trick right there. NuckleDude dashed in and got the throw because he's switching so suddenly from defense to offense.
Oh, NuckleDude, the reactions, the young man reactions. You may have been here 15 years ago playing, but I am only 15 years old. I have those reaction times. Incredible work from NuckleDude to be prepared. And that was wild.
That was amazing. He was ready for it. He had all the preparation ready to go. And as soon as he saw that move, he was like, you're done. You're done.
That's it. He knew as soon as he inputted it, it was over. And if you're Tokido, that's got to feel a little rough. 2 rounds of complete control from NuckleDude. So he's really got to find a way to turn this around. Gets the throw, NuckleDude offense now. And that's what you mentioned, right? The dash, it's important because you control the neutral. So Tokido is waiting. He's trying to find his way in. But when you suddenly surprise with offense, that's where it really throws off players. It makes you an even more difficult opponent to get in on.
Well, okay, there we go. Tokido's going to throw that V reversal. Those are not invincible to throw.
Set up.
Oh, he baited it out.
Huge damage and stun on this. He's actually stunned. He's going to be dead.
And there is the power of Akuma right there. His damage output when he gets the counter hit, the crush counter, is immense.
Yeah, some of the highest damage and stun output in the entire game. One of the best tool sets from Akuma. It's why he has low life. They gave him incredibly useful tools, but a lower vitality because of it, right? That's sort of how you balance out the character, but still very strong. Both these characters, in fact, very strong. This is bad news.
Oh, he just jumps out. That's actually been a very popular defense to get out of the corner right now, is just take a step forward and jump all of a sudden.
Yeah, the first time I ever saw it was Tokido utilizing it against Momochi last year at Southeast Asia Major Scene.
Oh, wow. Just catches him with the fireball, and here we go. Yep, using that EX Red fireball to deal all that great health. Every time he does that, standing medium kick into EX Fireball, it builds so much great health. Basically
activates.
Cooks you a little. Ooh.
Yeah, there's a trade. Tokido happy with it, of course. Oh, he tried to flash kick it.
Oh, he got him with the throw bait. And you know what? I think NuckleDude could have recovered in time and blocked, because I think Tokido countered a little too slow, but NuckleDude, I don't know if he was hitting a button or something. I don't remember seeing a counter hit.
There was a counter hit.
There was,
NuckleDude got a little panicky on defense there and hit an extra button. That's what will happen, you know, in this game. It's terrifying when you're playing that defensive character, you're keeping someone out, all of a sudden they get in, your heart starts to race, you start to panic, and that's where Tokido will excel. You can see that little sway from him.
I love it. I love it. Tokido, again, coming to EVO for so long, one of the most memorable personalities from Japan. Always been a crowd favorite throughout the years.
Crafting not only his fighting game skill, but his English as well. He's been working on that so that he can communicate better with the players that he sees so often, right?
Even when he first showed up here in 2002, his English was surprisingly strong. That is, I mean, he is actually a certified genius.
And you can see why. This corner pressure out of control, very close to stun.
Oh,
baits it.
No!
Big damage. Tokido optimal there. Uses the uppercut for the one-hit stun. Red fireball, clean EX.
And he's going to use the resource to get the win. Not messing around here. Going to finish it off.
NuckleDude not able to keep the space that he needs so badly in this matchup. Trade there in Guile's favor.
Oh, nice. Predicted the Sonic Boom, got over it with the Tatsu, and then gets the counter hit. Here we go, back into the corner. Another combo will be close to stun. Actually, it is going to be stun.
Massive for Tokido. He's going to find the hit. NuckleDu is going to need a miracle here to bring this back. This game looking miserable.
Ooh, okay, here's an opportunity now for, yes, I was just about to say, maybe a back throw to switch sides, faked the combo. That's 3 throws in a row.
Gets out of the corner, though. A big surprise. NuckleDu was not prepared for that. He's going to build some space for himself with the fireballs. Tokido the jump over.
Just doesn't want to deal with the mix-up. Willing to sacrifice the screen position to avoid that mix-up, but NuckleDu, no!
Oh!
He used the V-trigger time to charge up for a flash kick.
He got the punish. The miracle comeback, NuckleDu.
You are ridiculous, NuckleDu. No one thinks the flash kick would come after that forward dash.
The verge, he was dead. There was no life left on that life bar. He brought it all the way back. The tricks, the genius NuckleDu surviving. But now if you're Tokido, you've got to settle yourself. Such an important game here to go up 2-1 in the set. You can't let that comeback phase you. He was playing so well before that.
I think just from that EX flash kick, now NuckleDu, a certified genius.
You'll give him the title and that uppercut. Tokido following up. The jump out again, as you mentioned, a popular escape method.
Okay, again, a great trade. You're both taking damage, but you're not letting Akuma get in, so you will take that trade with the anti-air all the time.
Pressure from
Kyle.
Tokido. Oh!
Ooh,
Big
didn't get behind.
Anti-air again.
Oh, yep.
Du has V-trigger now as well, which is big. If he finds a confirm, either of them, if they find a hit here, will kill. NuckleDu walking forward there. The big fireball.
And that's going to allow Tokido to take round number 3 and move ahead 2-1.
He's brute forcing his way in with those jump fireballs.
Not worried about it, she says. She is not worried about it. NuckleDu has got this.
Or maybe NuckleDu is done. Who knows, right? Could be a Tokido fan out there. But yeah, NuckleDu really not dealing with those air fireballs, you can see.
Of course, Tokido representing Team Echo Fox. The large contingent, they've had players already win other events here at Evolution.
And you can see NuckleDu taking his time here.
It was a request for character select. But again, sometimes players don't come here with the intention to change character. Sometimes they do it just to get a little bit of thinking time or space. Yeah, you see right there, NuckleDu almost kind of like moving to another character to kind of...
He just wanted some time, really.
Yeah,
it was like one of those things where he's like, am I going to go to Mika? And I don't think Tokido believed it. I don't think anybody really believed it. It was one of those things, he just wanted a minute, think to himself, kind of relax.
But remember, we have only 2 American players left in this top 8. Champ was eliminated. NuckleDu now on the verge of being eliminated as well. Can he take this back, win 2 games in a row?
Yeah, that was huge. NuckleDu already got this corner positioning. You know, he got forced there by Tokido and the guest Tatsu again. It really is one of those things where Tokido is moving first and he's prepared. NuckleDu trying to find this space. You know, I think the surprise dashing from NuckleDu was catching Tokido off guard, but now it's Tokido on offense surprising NuckleDu.
Again, every time that happens, just look at that gray help up there. Look at that gray help, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, building up is immense, and because of that, if NuckleDu gets hit, he's going to lose a ton.
And just like that, the throw, all that gray health makes throws that much scarier. We talked about how sometimes it's better to take the throw. Well, the gray health is one of the systems in the game that discourages taking throws.
Yeah, it incentivizes you to force your way in like that and find the hit. Try to bait the throw. NuckleDu, patient defense now. Tokido trying to move in the air. Fireball in the trade. A bad one for NuckleDu.
Yeah, especially because Akuma was in V-trigger, so he throws 2 air fireballs in the air. So you have to snake your way through 2 of those fireballs. Oh, he's still got the crush counter punish.
Wild. Bad news now for NuckleDu. He's really losing this momentum. Tokido surprising with the approach. Didn't even get the combo there.
Oh, and then gets in with the throw. Gets out of the corner, but this time, Tokido punishing properly.
NuckleDu, no answers to the demon flip. He's not sure what to do. Tokido capitalizing, he gets it. This could be the end, and it is. An overhead will send NuckleDu out of the tournament. Only 1 American is left now.
The surprise overhead from Tokido.